We are live. Hello, friends. It means it's Tuesday, 7 p.m. Welcome to my studio. So, I got back from a retreat. Well, it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday retreat. You just left your stuff set up and then you came and went. So, um, got home from that Sunday evening. Excuse me. Had a lot of things to do around the house to get ready for my new job. I started on Monday and get ready for the work week. So I never actually unpacked. So, which actually I thought this is the perfect time because I didn't get to record a video before retreat of what I took. Great time to tell you, share with you my must-haves, maybe some things you didn't think of. Maybe you can share some things with me that you think of. I don't know. So let's say hi to Misty and Day. Thank you for joining me. So do me a favor as you're joining in, your name, where you're from, if you're working on anything, if you're just here to watch. Also, can somebody let me know if the closed captioning is working? I think I got it tonight. I'm really working on that. Really trying to get things done on the back end the right way. So let's unpack my wagon. That's the first thing I want to share. Can't see it. But I have a black collapsible wagon. Highly recommend a wagon. I actually fit a sewing machine and a serger in here on the way home, which that serger is another story. And 31 is no longer in business, but I have an amazing 31 tote that my machine fits in perfectly. So I highly recommend a collapsible wagon. It's easy to store away when you're not using it. It folds up into a rectangle that's like this big, and it's only like this big around. I mean, it's nothing. And usually I can lift it up myself and get in and out of the car. So another favorite for me. Yay, we have victory. Thank you, Misty. We have closed captioning. Thank you. Woo-woo. I love it. Another favorite for me that I always have on a retreat, but I also always have in my sewing room anyway, is a side table. So I have TV trays that I take and use so I can have a little sewing nest so I can cut, press, whatever I need to. It's like fuzz flying around or something. So I have a small wool mat. This is almost identical size to my TV tray. So I take that. And this actually is off of my side table that I have over by my sewing machine. I have a small mat that I take. I always throw in a rotating mat just in case. It depends on what I'm cutting on, or if somebody else wants to borrow it, you never know. So always take that. Now for a retreat, when I go to retreat, I want to go and sew. I want to get as much done as I can. So I pre-cut my projects and I get them into project totes. Everything I need right here. These I got on Amazon. They're fantastic. They're clear. They're stackable. There'll be a link to these in my video description. I could potentially earn a small commission off of them. This is my favorite. Love those. And they have nice little handles. And actually they fit down in my wagon with my machine in it. So my project totes fit on one end and my machine on the other. So I just take me usually a small ruler. I think I took these two. Like I said, I like to have everything pre-cut so that I can just sew and have fun and see how much I can get done on retreat. So I took those two and a rotary cutter. I always take my own power strip, which I used. It actually came in really handy. And I also take an additional extension cord just in case, along with the phone charger, just in case. And a phone holder. My husband made me this phone holder out of cedar so that I can, if I'm watching a tutorial or whatever, I can prop my phone up. Love this little guy. Hi, June. How are you tonight? Thanks for hopping on. I take a mug rug for my drinks. I had a lot of people interested in my YouTube channel, so I made up some business cards and took with me this time. Yes, you're hopping in. Say hi. Let us know you're hanging out. Don't forget the bobbins. I got a bunch of bobbins wound before retreat. Obviously, pens. I love my magnetic pin holder. I wish I could remember who made this because this is like a made in the USA wooden one, and it has a little quilt star in the bottom of it. I take a fabric basket, or I have one of those pin cushions with the bag attached to it for trash. So this is my little fabric basket. It's my thread catcher. Have my leader in there. And of course, clips. These are I think these are one of my favorite tools ever are clips. Do not forget the clips. I did a lot of chain piecing, so I took my little cutter. I've had this for a very long time. It has a blade in the top. I've never changed the blade, knock on wood. So when I'm chain piecing, then I can cut apart my pieces. They usually have ironing areas set up, but I always take my mini iron, and then I got the bag because when I would take it to classes, I would always have to pack up a hot iron. So I went ahead and got me the Eliso bags for my mini iron. Hi, Kathy. How are you tonight? How's the kiddos? And then, of course, my sewing machine. Make sure you take the table, the power cord, the foot. Now, my machine, if I forgot the foot, I could still sew with it. Mine has a start and stop button. But you got to take what you're used to. And I took my little rubber thing to hold my foot, although it didn't work as well because it was cement floors, so it still slid quite a bit. But I wish that 31 was still around. This is my machine's in here, and this has one of those. It's got wire up here, and I wish I would have bought more than one before. When I ordered this one, I didn't realize 31 was not going to be a thing anymore. So my machine's in here. It's easy to pick up, easy to carry. It takes up one whole end of the wagon. And then, like I said, I can stick these right down in there too. So those are nice. What else? I took we're on plastic tables. Just about dumped all that right out on my lap. Scissors and all. So I took my machine mat, which actually, I think I'm going to make a smaller one. This is so long that it kept hitting me in the legs. But it's my sewing machine mat that has all the little pockets in it. This actually goes on my little sewing nest over there. I told my husband, I'm like, I gotta get this room cleaned up. Stuff everywhere. When I get creative or I've been out and about doing this and I come home, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a mess, but that's okay. Make sure you pack water. I even took a can koozie because sometimes a couple of the days I took a pop with me. So a can koozie is a good idea. Oh, I found my leftover candy. You always have to have snacks. And then my tools. This was in the Missouri Star Advent box for 2025. Really love this one. It's got 3 different sections. So let's go through this. You got to have a ripper. Yes, I used it. This one is the Seam Fix. Really love this one. Excuse me. I love this one because of the rubber tip. So when you rip the seam out, you can use this to pick up the loose threads. I took my mini rotary cutter. This also came in the Missouri Star Advent box for 2025. I was not as impressed with this. As I was squaring up my block, or not, I was cutting off my, excuse me. Oh my gosh, what are they called? I have threads all over me. Oh my gosh. Stitch and flips, snowballed corners. And as I was cutting them, this kept coming unscrewed. So, And I know some of the bigger ones has done that to me too. So not super happy with this. So while I was there, which I needed a new rotary cutter anyway, I went ahead and got this Olfa brand. This one has a handle. So it's just when you're done, it's done. Or you can lock it open or lock it closed. Either way, loved it. Cuts really smooth. And I like the fact that it's just done. Really like that. I'm really glad I got that. I took a friction pen. I didn't have any diagonal seam tape, excuse me, on my machine. So I drew all my lines for my flippin' sews, which I'll show you my projects in a minute. Has anybody else been on a retreat lately? Spare blades. Took blades for both. Did not need any, thankfully, but I did have another rotary cutter with me. I took spare needles, and I took some things in case I needed to clean my machine. Are you talking about the rotary cutter day? Yes. I mean, I just use it at retreat very little, and I already am impressed, so I'm excited. Took my snips. These, I actually have a 3M hook on my little Janome that these hang on there. These are my favorite. These are Havel snips. They're so fast so that when you're chain piecing, they're quick and easy. They come with a nice little cover. They actually come with the lanyard too. So I took that. I'm trying to think of what else I took. So I still got to put all this away. Oh, yes. I took these little bad boys. These are Missouri Star, and I love these. These are super duper sharp. And I have the little nick to prove it too. And I was making Dresden blades, so I had to take my little point turner. So I took all that. That is all empty and can be put away. Oh, I don't know what day I'm going to get to put all this away. So has anybody else been on any retreats lately or going to any this year? I have another one in like 4 weeks. I'm so excited. It's a 4-day. I can't wait to see how much I can get done. I got to get all those projects cut. I have, oh my gosh, I have a whole stack of project totes on the floor over here. Well, I have 5 on the floor. I don't think I'm going to take all 5. I don't know. I really want to work on this. I'm working on a Valentine quilt. I know Valentine's this weekend. I get it. But I still want a Valentine quilt. So I'm going to keep working on that right now. And then here and there, I'll start cutting projects for the retreat in 4 weeks because it's 4 days. I'm going to have 4 days. Hi, Martha from California. Thanks for hopping in. You're at work. Hopefully you'll be done soon. Next retreat for day is in June in Pennsylvania. I just love retreats. And Quilt Bestie got to go to this retreat. It's her first retreat experience ever. I should have had her on with me tonight. She loved it. She said it was so much fun, way more fun than she thought. So we're excited for our 4-day one. All right, project totes. Of course, I bought more than I should have. I did win a couple prizes. I did win a small crib size batting and a back quarter and a couple other little things. So I did win some things. We just had a lot of fun. I think the best part. Okay, let me show you what I made, and I'll save the best part of the retreat for last. Okay, I got to stand up for this one. So Quilt Bestie and I, we went to, Martha's going to retreat at the end of June in, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Temecula, California. I'm sure I butchered that. So Quilt Bestie and I went to Missouri Star. It'll be 2 years this October. Hi, Mona. And we found this fabric line by Tilda, and we both loved it. she got the spring version. I got the fall version. And we wanted to make Dresden plates. Quilts. So I have to get a pic. I'll have to post a picture of hers on my channel so you guys can see it because it's incredible. So let me see if I can get mine the right way. Misty says, no retreat for me. First, I'm antisocial. Second, this all sounds like way too much work for a couple of days when I could be sitting here sewing in my pajamas. Oh, trust me, plenty of people sew in their pajamas. Wear whatever you want to a retreat. Oh, shoot. Now I don't remember which way it goes. Hold on. So I wanted to make a Dresden plate, mini Dresden, for my sewing room. So this is my new mini Dresden. It's going to go behind my sewing machine where I normally do my lives. Once I get it quilted and my husband hangs it up for me. So I did little mini blades, quarter blades, or quartered plates, I guess you call them. I just love this fabric. This gold is the fabric I got for the backing. And this is the fabric I got for the binding. And they had that there at the quilt shop during retreat because we had not bought the backing or binding yet. So I'm pretty excited. And I have so much more fabric. So I got to make, thank you so much. Thank you, Misty and Day. June. I'm really in love with it. I can't wait. But I have so much fabric left. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all, but I got to come up with something because I have a lot of fabric left. I have a jean jacket that I bought at an antique shop while we were in Missouri, and I want to put a quilt block on it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do a Dresden, but then I'm going to put one of these quarter Dresdens on the front pocket. So I think I'm going to use this fabric for that because, first of all, it's all my favorite colors, the fall vibe. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh. Mona says, I have never been to retreat, but probably won't ever go. I don't travel. Well, you can have a retreat on a live, right? Are you still doing lives, Mona? The world? What's that? I don't know. All right. So then I'm working on, I think on my last live, we were cutting fabric for the Love Chains quilt. It's a free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop. It is all layer, pretty much layer cake friendly. So I got one heart done, one large heart, fully done. I wanted to see what it looked like. So I got all the left. Well, yes, this would be my left side. I got all the left side done at retreat. I have all the right sides pinned and ready to finish stitching. And then I'll put these together. And then I'll go through and I'll do all of the small hearts. This is the large heart. So this is the beginning. I'm so excited. Thank you. I love how it came out. I think it's so fun how it's scrappy. And all of them are made that way. Now tonight probably won't be an hour. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Day. I'll say I did not sleep the best last night. So I'm going to give myself lots of rest tonight. So the best part of retreat. First of all, it's at the local quilt shop where I get my machines. They treat you like family. It's family-owned business. And they're just so, so sweet. So I bought a serger probably a year ago, maybe a year and a half. I can't remember the timeline. Had never taken it out of the box. So I asked the owner, Lisa, if she was going to be there on Sunday. And she said, yes, I'm coming in. And I said, well, if I bring my serger, can you help me get it started, threaded, all that kind of stuff. I have the Janome air threader. So I have no idea it was that easy to thread. It's so simple. So I've been wanting to make reusable paper towels, some cleaning rags, little things like that. So I made some little rags. I'm so excited. It's so much fun. Now I got to go back though and weave in a few stitches just so this doesn't unravel. But how cool is this? This is a double thickness. I did a single to start. This one's just one piece. It would work. I mean, I'll still use it. I mean, I've already got it stitched, so I'll use it for cleaning or something. But it was so much easier than I thought, and I did not realize how simple and how many stitches and stuff you can do with a serger. So she recommended I schedule a class with her because whenever you buy a machine there, you can come in for free one-on-ones with them. Thank you. I got this at a discount fabric store. I went in there one day looking for flannels and I bought a ton. I have this, I have all colors. I mean, just all colors. But yeah, so I'm going to make me some cleaning rags. I go through so many paper towels and it's just such a waste. So these are what I'm going to use to start cleaning my bathrooms. I'm also going to get a size. Actually, this might be a good size for my Swiffer to like dust mop my bathrooms. This might actually be a really good size. I might have to test that out. This single layer might be perfect for the Swiffer. I'm going to test that out. It looks, I might not be quite wide enough, but it looks pretty close. We just kind of, what we did was we took a paper towel roll and kind of estimated it's one of those quarter rolls where it's like half a sheet. And I thought, these would make great cloth napkins. Because these would fit right. Actually, this right here would fit right in my napkin holder that sits on the table. So I think, how cute is that? So I might do that. I wish you could feel how soft this flannel is. It's seriously so cool. So another thing I've been doing, I guess I made 5. I made 3 double and then I made 2 singles because I was just practicing and playing around, and I haven't, just barely brushed the surfaces of what a serger could do. Mind blown. So I'm pretty excited to do some more serger work. So I'm excited. I actually have a shirt that I need to cut off the sleeves because it's just too long for me. And then I'm going to serge the edges. I'm so excited. Oh, I had something else I was going to say and now I lost it. So yeah, I'm excited to try this. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I've also been saving my husband's old flannel shirts that maybe have paint or a hole, and I'm going to cut those up too and use them because I'd like to make all my kids some rags. Just some little towels and whatnot to use around the house. So what I got to do is I need to go back, thread this through a needle, and then just take it in like a few stitches just to tie the end in because these will get washed and used quite a bit. So this is one that she did for me, and she actually rounded the corner on this one. I have not tried that yet myself. She did this one too, so it has a nice rounded corner. And now when I did it, I just sewed off the edge and made it a square corner. So, but that was so much fun. Let's see. What else? Like I said, tonight's not going to be a full hour just because I'm tired. I am looking for, and I don't know how if I can do this in here, suggestions on other lives. I'm going to put a survey on my channel so I can get some new ideas for some lives, maybe what kind of tutorial you'd like to see or something like that. So because I don't know if I can do that on here or not. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else tonight. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed, click the bell so you'll know the next time I'm going to upload a video or go live. I'm live here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. A lot of times I do a live sit and stitch or just a tutorial. If I do a live sit and stitch, I usually try to make sure I share some tips and stuff that's going to help others too. So I appreciate you all being here. Because I'm a little sleep deprived, so I'm going to go sit by the fire and relax and unwind so I can have a good day tomorrow. The new job is going well. I'm on day 2 of my new job. Love it. It's going great. And I think that is all I have. I appreciate you all being here and hanging out with me tonight. Sorry it's not a full hour tonight. Next week I should be able to go a full hour, and I'm going to get a survey out on my YouTube channel this week. So maybe I can get some feedback on what I should do next week on my live. Okay. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Have a great night.